All right, we're going to do some card sharks, y'all. Good luck to everybody who's playing this game. This is just for fun. All right. Chris, which card do you want to cut from 1 to 52? What's the number? What do you want to cut your deck, I should ask?
30.
He's going 30. And Boris, which number you want?
25.
He's going 25 for his age. All right, and let's do the opening. Let's do card sharks.
I like opening.
Aces are high, juices are low. Play your cards right and win the dough on Card Sharks. And now, here's your host, Ricky Lake.
Thank you. Welcome to Card Sharks. It should be a great night. Now let's get to the cards.
Let's get to those cards.
If you will.
So Chris will be handling the red cards and Boris will be handling the blue cards, okay?
We are starting our match with these two Card Sharks.
And let's go ahead. The first player we have is Chris.
Hello.
How you doing, Chris?
Good.
And then we have the birthday boy, Boris.
Happy birthday, by the way.
All right, guys, we're going to play the best 2 out of 3 match. Whoever wins 2 games out of 3 will go on the money cards for $160,000. And this first question will start with you, Chris, okay? Good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
We asked 100 men, do you wish you were taller? How many men said that they do wish they were taller?
Well, I mean, I know a lot of people love to be taller because I see the people who are taller than a lot. I'd say I'm probably going to go somewhere in the middle and say 50.
He's going 50. All right, Boris, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 50?
I would say higher.
He's saying higher. If it is higher, Boris, you'll play your cards, and Chris, if it is not higher, you'll play your cards, and if it is 50 on the nose, Chris, I'll give you a $1,000 bonus, just like that, okay?
All right.
Here we go. The actual number of men that said that they wish they were taller is 39. It is not higher, it is lower. So, Chris, you get the cards, okay? Now, Chris, you have the option to play it or change it. You have a 3 showing. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep that card or do you want to change it?
I like to keep that card and I like to go higher.
Higher than a 3. It's a 7.
I'm going to freeze right
He's freezing on the 7, keeping Boris away from his cards. And we go on to our second question. This question goes to you, Boris. Boris, we asked 100 police officers in Southern California, do you believe in capital punishment for convicted murderers? How many police officers said they do?
This one advocate.
54.
What's your number?
54.
He said 54. All right, Chris, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 54?
I say it's a tad bit lower than that.
Going lower than 54. All right, the actual number of the actual number of police officers in Southern California that believe in capital punishment for convicted murderers is 95. Wow, it's not lower, it's higher. It's almost all of them. So, Boris, you get the control of the board. You have a deuce there. Do you want to play it or change it? What do you say, Boris?
I will play with that card.
Okay, are you going higher or lower? Higher than a 2. It's a 9.
And lower, please.
He's going to take a chance. Lower than a 9. It's a 6.
Freeze.
Freezing on the 6. Y'all doing very well with these cards here. Third question, it goes to you, Chris.
Okay.
Chris, we asked 100 men, do you like your job so much that you do it even if your salary were cut in half? How many men said they'd keep their job anyway even if their salary were cut in half?
I say it depends when it comes to salary. I think people might like their jobs, but I don't know if cutting their salary would keep them fired. I'm probably gonna go somewhere in the middle again, go with 51.
Going 51 this time. All right, Borys, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 51? What did you say?
Higher.
He's going higher than 51. Let's check it out. The actual number of men said that they would keep their job anyway, even though if their salary was cut in half, is 21. It's not higher, it's lower. So, Chris, you got the control.
Actually,
All right, Chris,
please get. Sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
Get rid of that 7.
He's getting rid of the 7. Okay, when you win the question, you got the right to change the card. The 7 becomes a jack. High. Okay, now higher or lower than the jack?
Lower, please.
Lower than a jack. It's a 6.
I like to freeze right there.
Freezing on the 6. Okay, and now this is the sudden death. There's one question left in this round. That means somebody must win this player of the card, so control is critical here. So here's your question. It goes to Borys. Borys, we found 100 geniuses. These are all people whose IQ is above the genius level. And ask them, right now, is your checkbook balanced? How many geniuses said no, their checkbook is not balanced?
15.
What's your number?
15.
15, he says. All right, is that number higher or lower than 15, Chris?
Well, I think most of the time when it comes to people, I think depending on how people organize with their checkbook, I want to say it's a little higher than that.
Going higher than 15. Okay, if it is 15, you'll play your cards. If it's 15 or less, Borys will play his cards. So this is sudden death. The actual number of geniuses that said that their checkbook is balanced is 36. It is high. Nicely done, Chris. Now you have a decision to make, Chris. You have a 6 right now. Now you can go ahead and play that 6 yourself or force Borys to play his 6. Now, do you want to keep control?
Borys, good luck to you. It's going past.
Okay, you don't want to keep control. So, Borys, that means that you have to call every single card right. One mistake and Chris wins the game. Okay, call it higher or lower than 6.
2.
What's your prediction?
Higher. Higher.
Higher than 6. It's a 7. Continue.
Let's go higher than a 7.
Okay, for the first game at $1,000, higher than a 7. You did, Borys. Good job. So Borys got a $1,000, but it takes 2 matches to go to the money cards. So we go to our second game, and this game is worth $2,000. Time for you to catch up, Chris. This is your question, okay?
All right.
Chris, we asked 100 bachelors, have you ever stopped dating a girl because your mother disapproved of her? How many bachelors have stopped dating a girl because their mom has disapproved?
Well, I could come up with a lot of reasons people would disapprove. Your mother disapproves someone. Either they're not of age, either they're underage, or they might have been abusive so far. So
That's a good point.
Truth. I was probably that's kind of with bachelors though. I may say it's a little if it's adult age somewhat. If it's between adult age, that would have been say that's a little bit in the middle. 52.
He's going 52. All right, Borys, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 52?
And little lower.
He's going with lower. Okay, well, check it out. The actual number of bachelors that have stopped dating a girl because their mom disapproved is 10, it is lower. That's right, Boris. Good job. All right, Boris, you're starting off with an 8. Do you want to play it or change it?
I would like to change.
He's going to change it. Okay. The 8 becomes a jack.
Lower, please.
What's your prediction?
Lower.
Lower than a jack. It's a 9.
Okay. Lower.
He's going again. Lower than a 9. No, it's an 8. So you go back to your jack. Free chance to you, Chris. You have a queen showing.
Goes 50-50 for the queen. I'm going to say lower.
Lower than a queen. It's a 4. Higher than a 4. It's a queen.
Lower, please.
Lower than a queen. It's an 8.
Freeze.
He's freezing on the 8. He's one card away from winning game 2 and $2,000. Boris need to make that comeback. Here's your next question. It goes to Boris. Boris, we asked 100 single women, have you ever lied to your friends and told them you had broken up with your boyfriend when he had broken up with you? How many women admit they have?
56.
What's your number? Type your number on the chat. What do you say?
Right.
Something, I don't know.
Yeah, type your number there. He said, oh, that's why I thought he said 66. Okay. All right, Chris, do you believe that answer is higher or lower than 66?
I say it's a tad bit lower than that, please.
Tad bit lower than 66. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of, let's see. Yeah, the actual number of women that have lied to their friends and told them that they have broken up with their boyfriend when they have broken up with them is 24. It's lower. Good job, Chris. All right, Chris, you have the 8 showing. What do you want to do with that 8?
8. Goodbye.
Goodbye to the 8. Okay, let's see. The 8 becomes a 2. For game 2 and $2,000 higher than 2. You did it, Chris. Good job. All right, Chris, you have $2,000 and Boris has $1,000. Now we're doing our 3-question showdown to see who's going to go on to the money cards for $160,000. And we go to you, Chris, first with this tie-breaking round. Here it is.
Okay.
We found 100 newlywed men. Only this time, they were all at least 65 years old. And we asked them, is your new bride your old high school sweetheart? How many newlywed senior citizens said yes, their new bride is their old high school sweetheart?
Well, I don't know about high school sweetheart, but I think that's a middle. But, as for high school sweetheart, I will say that's kind of a little bit rare for that. But I might say somewhere in the middle of 53.
He's going 53. All right, Boris, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 53?
Higher.
What's your answer?
Higher.
He's saying higher than 53. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of senior citizens that said that their new bride is their high school sweetheart is 4. It's not higher, it's lower. So Chris has control. In this sudden death round, you have a king showing, Chris.
I would like to keep it and like to go lower, please.
Lower than the king. It's an 8.
Freeze.
He's freezing on the 8, and we go on to our next question, and it is to you, Boris. Boris, we ask 100 congressmen in Washington, D.C., if your wife told you she just couldn't stand the hectic pace of your career any longer, would you drop out of politics? How many congressmen said they would drop out of politics?
I would say 35.
He says 35. All right, Chris, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 35?
Well,
What's your answer?
Tad bit higher.
A tad bit higher, okay. Alright, let's see who gets control. The actual number of congressmen that said that they would drop out the race because they could not deal with their career any longer is 44. It is a tad bit higher. Nicely done, Chris. An important move here. You have that 8 showing. You want to keep it or change it.
8. Goodbye.
Okay, the 8 becomes, oh boy, another 8. But you have to call it. If you call it right, you win game 3, $3,000. Your total will be at $5,000, and you'll go on to the money cards, higher or lower.
Okay, I'll go with the odds here and say lower.
Lower. Actually, it's equal odds here with the 8 because the 8 is the center card. So you're going lower than the 8. Okay, for the championship, lower than the 8. You did, Chris. All right, Chris, you have won $5,000, and you're going to go into the money cards for $160,000 in a second. Boris, you have $1,000, and we'll have you play again, okay? All right, Chris. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. That 8 was...
So we're going to go on to the money cards here for $160,000 on this special game for Boris's birthday.
Good game, Boris.
We're playing for $160,000 here.
I can't wait.
Let's do the money card.
Let's get to it.
And I will explain how the money cards go. Now, you can win up to $160,000 here, Chris. Now, the object of the money cards is very simple. We're going to deal 3 cards on the bottom row, and you'll start with $1,000 in that bottom row. You'll work your way across the bottom row, predicting whether those cards are higher or lower than the one that precedes it, okay? Then we're going to move you up to the second level. We're going to add $2,000 of new betting money. Excuse me, not betting money. Betting money. We're going to add $2,000 more of new betting money. You're going to work your way across there, predicting whether those cards are higher or lower, okay? $50 is the minimum bet until you get to the big bet. And on the big bet, you must bid at least half of your money, okay? And then on the side of the board there, you have 3 help cards to change in case if you trip up on a card, okay? But you only can change once per line, okay?
Alright.
Which number from 1 to 52 you want to use to cut the deck?
45.
He's going 45. We'll put the cards on the board. And once the cards come on the board, we'll give you your $1,000. There it is. Alright. Alright, for $1,000, your first card is a 5. What do you want to do? You want to keep the card or change it?
I would keep it. I would like to bet $500 that the next card is higher.
He's going $500. Higher than a 5. It's an ace! $1,500, Chris. What do you want to do with that?
All of it, lower.
He's going with all of it lower than an ace. It's a 3. You have $3,000 and a 3.
All of it, higher.
He's going all of it higher than a 3. You did it, Chris. Good job. You have $6,000. We bring you up to the second level. We had $2,000 more. You have $8,000 and a 10.
I'll take a risk here and say all of it lower.
You making a big bet on a 10. Good luck to you. He's not changing the card. For $16,000, all of it lower than a 10. Good job. Good call. $16,000 and a 4.
All of it, higher.
He's being gutsy. Everything higher than a 4. No! You busted, Chris. You busted. I'm sorry.
It happens.
Yeah. Well, Chris, you still have $5,000 from before. And we're going to take a commercial break, guys, and Brody will play. Chris, stick with us, won't you?